Okay, let's talk just briefly about how to launch your business. Now, if you want a big business plan and you want to build a website and all of that, you'll have to consult somebody unless you know how to do it yourself. Your business will go as far as you want to send it. It just depends on what you want to do. But what we want to talk about right now is just basically establishing yourself as a professional. Once you finish the course and get your certificate, you're really ready to go into business. And some people do that even before they finish. Once you get the tools of the trade and marry it with what you're already doing, some people are ready to go and they're already, getting paid to be a life coach already. And I love that. I want to make this program so simple for you because I know you already have the goods inside of you. So here's what I suggest for people. Once you get your certification, you can have a little celebration and open house for yourself. Say you want to go to a restaurant and invite 5 or 10 friends or whatever and say, I just got my certification as a professional life coach. I want you to join me at whatever restaurant and I want to tell you a little bit about it and give you my cards because I want you to help promote my business. It's as simple as that, right? So what you want to do is get your business card. That's why it's so important to kind of refine the name and the focus of your coaching business so that it's small enough to get on a business card. So once you give that business card out, it should have some basic information on it. Your name, of course, what your coaching specialist, what kind of coaching specialist you are, your specializations, your email information, and whatever telephone. Now, I have this little card that says, call Dr. Minnie. The reason I did this is because I have friends, especially my good friend, I'll call her name, Dr. Tolbert. She is amazing, but she's an educator. She has a doctorate in Christian education. So people call her and she'll listen 1 or 2 times, but her go-to sentence is, call Dr. Minnie. So I said, I'm getting a card with call Dr. Minnie on it. And so I did that, but I did this so quickly and easily. I'm going to get a better one, but you can go to Home Depot. Home Depot is not the word, it's Office Depot. Home Depot should endorse this for me. But go to Office Depot online. Design your card yourself. For about $10, you can get 50 cards in the same day. Wow. Just the same day service. You can design your card. Of course, they have templates, so there's a limit there. But say you get to speak at an event or you're going somewhere and you want to have a card and you're out of your main cards. So this card just says call in big letters, Dr. Minnie, my phone number. I have an email especially for my business. I just put together a new email. It's dmccoach@gmail.com. That's not my regular email, but it's the one I wanted to use. And I have life coach, counselor, therapist, trainer, and my website address. That's all that's on that card. But a lot of times when we are ready to go to a party or especially a speaking event and you want a quick card, just know if you get it in, I think by 11 or so that day, you can have your cards maybe by 6, depending on the store, and you can design it right online. What other plans, ideas, etc. do you have for launching your business, ladies?
The fact that I've just now written a book, and I've started receiving speaking engagements. I'm wondering how I can weave this together.
Well, if you have your card and you're selling your books at the back of the room after you speak, have your card there. And you can also, in your introducing yourself, mention that this is one of the things that you do, that you enjoy helping people, and that your card is in the back along with your book. It's as simple as that. And that's very, very good too, because people want follow-up. When I speak somewhere, usually all of my books sell, and I get a few calls almost always. So if you, and also here's another tip, local radio and television programs and hosts, they're always looking for somebody. So you can get yourself booked on a radio show, TV show, and talk about what you do and why. Kind of get a bio together, a brief bio, not just a resume, that tells what you do, because they're going to ask for that. They're going to ask for a brief bio. And you might say, I want to talk about helping women who've experienced sexual trauma. Here's my passion. Here's what I do and why I do it. And make yourself interesting as you are already, interesting to the radio or TV show host. And then tell them what you do. Make sure you have a business card by then so that people can contact you. And I would suggest, if you go on radio or TV, that you have a website so that people can access you. And you can do a one-page website. Sometimes the companies like GoDaddy, they'll help you build it. And you can do it in a day. So then you can put on a merchant like PayPal. And I'm not endorsing any of these. I'm just saying these are out there. And people can pay you because you'll do a lot of telephone counseling. And that's another thing. You can do your coaching business on the telephone a lot. You can think about whether you want to rent an office or not, but that might be overhead that you don't want unless you plan to do this full time. You can also, because it's not deep therapy, meet them at a public place that's quiet enough that you can be private, you know, and they're creative places. If you work with young people, especially young males, research shows that they respond better in an active kind of setting. So even if it's young women, you might say, well, let's go out for ice cream or something. For a walk on the beach, a walk in the park. I've done several sessions like that, right? And so you don't have to be stuck in an office, because young people think office, that means I'm in trouble. I did something bad. So you don't want to even give that kind of ambience, or create that kind of ambience or atmosphere, so then they won't talk to you, right? Yeah. So what age groups, again, of children or young women that you want to reach, and how will you reach the clients?
Adolescent girls.
How will you access them to let them know? Yeah.
See, before I had access, because I worked at a local school,
Mm-hmm.
my life is different right now. I'm mainly college age girls and young men.
But how do you have access to them
Because
so that they know?
I live with them. I have.
They're around.
I live in a community house. I have my own room and they have their.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. So you have accessibility. Okay, that's really good. So you can have a coming out party.
Open for-
Yeah. You can have a party and let everybody know what you do.
That's a great idea.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And go
What
ahead.
about if she would, I'm thinking, what if she went to schools and she just said, I live in the area,
Mm-hmm,
this is who I am, this is what I do, I just want to give you a card.
mm-hmm.
If you think that your parents of your students, whatever, might be looking for a referral.
Mm-hmm. I was just going to suggest getting in touch with the local PTA or the principal of the school, because, well, you know, they have school counselors and all of that, so they have to be a little bit careful about who they refer.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but check it out. But why not? Why not? And you let them know what you do.
Be
Yes.
a YMCA.
But just,
You can
know,
put your cards
have
anywhere.
Flyers. I like the idea of flyers.
Yes.
I'm a chronic flyer collector.
I agree with
You
that.
know, I like reading them and see who's doing
Right,
what.
right.
But I also have a daughter who's very active locally.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's a musician, luminescent.
Okay.
And she writes a lot of really wonderful music, and she's just recording some of it right now. She's
Wonderful.
on her 5th song.
Oh, that's
She's
great.
turning out amazing. So I like the idea. She asked me recently, Mom, can you and I do a business together?
Mm-hmm.
So I really like the idea, especially because young people are drawn to
Exactly.
the arts,
To-
music.
So what you could do is be the sponsor for one of her events. This event has been sponsored by whatever the name of your coaching business, and her cards are in the back for those who might want to access her. Thank you so much for being our sponsor. See what I'm saying? See how many creative ways there are to promote your business, and that will be great. And you can tell her, anybody that calls me that I get out of this venue, I'll give you a percentage or whatever.
Interesting.
So there are all kind of ways, but get that information out there. Like you said, flyers that give more detail. This is what it's called, a calling card, to want you to want more. And so you need a flyer that gives more detail about what you actually do.
Question, with my situation again, what about having on the card combining speaking and life coaching on one card?
Do you see my card? What does it have on
Now,
there?
You've got therapist and trainer, so I would think,
But I have life coach,
yes,
all of that. You can do it just that way.
okay,
So they see all the things that you do.
yes.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah, right. Any other questions or ideas? Which kind? Brainstorming on how to get your business out there. Social media.
Yes.
Social media is big. I mean, you have to figure out how to use it. There's Facebook. You can write articles. One of our students, Britt, said she's going to start blogging.
She has started.
She's already begun. She's really well on her way. She's got a great thing going, and she doesn't even have her certificate from us yet, but she's motivated and she's already doing it. So she's building a website, and she's got all of that. She's serious about her business, and so it's your business. I was thinking, I want to give them more, and I realized when I got my degrees, my school was done with me. Although that won't be the case. There'll be a newsletter, and I'll give you all updates and information that comes through other resources that you can have access to. So we want to form a team, and we're going to be doing retreats and that kind of stuff so that students meet their colleagues and stuff from around the country. I think would like that, and learn and glean from each other, because since so much of it is telephone counseling, you'll get referrals from each other. Britt provides business coaching. We probably all need her, right? And so the collaborative effort is excellent. Also, now if you have a nonprofit and you can get a sponsor, say you wanted to reach, in your case, girls who've been traumatized, and McDonald's will give you $10,000 grant. You could do like some kind of community event or something and provide low or no cost counseling for a certain number of girls, because you're getting paid through your nonprofit through this grant, which is another way to do it when you have people you want to reach who you don't think can pay you. Try to get sponsors, right? And you can easily get a nonprofit set up through LegalZoom. LegalZoom online, yes. That's a suggestion. There may be others, but I know people who have used LegalZoom and they like it, and they're inexpensive compared to an attorney putting together a nonprofit for you and charging you thousands of dollars. I did my own. So those are just some ideas. Add your own and be the best, most powerful life coaches on the planet.
Yes.